I am calling upon Chinese-speaking YouTube, every Chinese speaker, every Chinese YouTuber, every Chinese teacher. I am lighting the goddamn fires of Gondor. I need your help. This is a call out to Rita Chinese, to Laoma Chris, to Oriental Pearl, to freaking Xiaoma if he's interested, to Psycholingo, Will Hart Chinese, every comprehensible Chinese YouTube channel, Ryan Hull, Zoe Languages, everyone. I need to know whether I'm being manipulated or I screwed up big time, okay? This is what I'm talking about. There is a YouTube channel called Fluency Formula, which you see on your screen right now. He runs a course, which you can see right here. It's $499 a year. It teaches you how to become fluent in a language. Now, I don't care about the pricing. I'm just talking about where this guy's coming from. This guy has made videos that I questioned and called out because they just seemed outside the realms of reality. Now, when I called him out on this, he responded in my comment section and I made a video on it. Now, there was many things I've called him out about, okay? The vast majority of them I would consider to be not really relevant to the conversation at hand. So I'm going to narrow in on one specific thing. I need this question answered, okay? Because the answer of this question is either I have screwed up and I need to publicly apologize, and I'm willing to do that. Like if I screw up and I call out someone who shouldn't be called out, then bloody hell, I damn near well need to apologize. Like that's just an asshole behavior if I don't. But at the same time, I feel like I'm being manipulated. So, he responded in my comment section to me calling him out and asking questions, and he basically said, if you look at point 3 here, that he learnt Mandarin Chinese to a C1 level in 1 year. He does not live in country, so he doesn't live in China. He learnt it, I guess, in his home country in 1 year, okay? Now, in some specific edge cases, maybe this is possible. Okay, you gotta study hard, you gotta smash the language, you gotta do a lot of hours every day. But then if you look at point 2, he said he did this on roughly 3 hours a day, give or take. And this does not math. This is roughly 1,000 hours. And if you're in the language education space, you know, you have a sense for what is feasible, but extremely hard, and what's just outside the realm of possibility. And unless my freaking gyrometer or whatever you want to call it is completely off, it just does not seem realistic to me, okay? Now, the problem is, I called him out on this, and I've called him out on other things that I don't think are too relevant to the conversation here. If you do want to know, there is a playlist, you can go watch it. But he got into it again with me in the comments section. Now, I'm going to show you the comments that right here. Let me just scroll up to the top so you guys can see it. Where he seems like a nice guy, okay? And he wants to clarify his position, and the way, oh god, I just choked. The way he wants to clarify it is he wants to have like a video call with me, and he wants to explain, you know, basically his position on his claims. His claims are being, you know, C1 in a year, 3 hours, whatever. I don't even know if that's his claim anymore. Like, I'm going to scroll through this pretty fast. You can pause the video and read it for yourself, okay? And he's happy for me to share this. He even said he hopes that my audience sees this, okay? So I'm not being an asshole by sharing any of this. And I'll just scroll all the way down to the bottom here. And there we go, okay? You can pause this, read it. I encourage you to pause it and read it if you've got the time. But essentially, okay, ignoring the stuff about emails and things in here, what he's saying is that he will now only re-clarify his position if it is in a voice chat with myself. It doesn't have to be a public voice chat. It just has to be a voice chat. But the problem is, okay, and I'm not saying this is true for the guy, I have dealt with so many manipulators, frauds, because that's what I deal with a lot on this channel. So obviously I am very reserved in who I am prepared to trust and talk with. And I know when working with actual manipulators, like ones that I'm definitely certain about, that they can only truly, really manipulate you well if it happens in a conversation where they can kind of bend the truth around the moment and make you fall for that, you know, whatever it is they're trying to sell. But when it's written, you can always just go back and check it again. Now, he said I could record it, and if I don't want to post it, then I don't want to post it. But still, there's just something off about this. Like, why not just tell me right here in the comments, or even in your own video, what your specific claims are? Why does it have to be in a video with me? Like, it's strange. Now, this comes back, again, even if this is, like, all this is, whatever it is, okay. It all comes back to that C1 in a year on roughly 3 hours a day, okay? So do we have any evidence of that? Well, no. The only thing we have, and I'm going to show you right now, is this one video where he does an interview with Dashu Mandarin Chinese, okay? And this is a YouTube channel that I highly respect. I use them for comprehensible input, so I have a lot of trust and faith in these guys, that they would, do their due diligence, I guess. But even in them, I can see that there is some reservation around these specific claims when watching the video. And the fact of the matter is, Spencer's talking in this video. He did this interview several months after 1 year, and he does not sound like a C1 speaker to me at all. In fact, he sounds somewhat better than myself, like not too much better, but like maybe more fluid. He has like more ability to adapt to the situation type of thing, but I'm not hearing anything that's selling me on the idea that he is a C1 speaker. And this is several months after, like, his 1 year, okay? So I need Chinese YouTube to, like, take over, investigate this one for me, and tell me, am I losing the plot? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, I will admit it. I'm happy to admit it, okay? But this is all we have to work on, realistically. Now, I'm going to watch this with you, and as I'm listening to it, as I'm watching it, I can hear the problems, because they're the problems that I often make. They're the mistakes that I make, and also the structures that I use. That's actually the most obvious telltale to me that this is not a C1 speaker, because he's using a lot of the same structures I use. And realistically, I'm a B1 speaker. Maybe. Type of thing. Like, people say I'm actually like an A2, others say I'm a B1. I think I'm somewhere in there, okay? And he doesn't sound that much better than myself. Yet he's claiming C1, professional mastery of the language. It can be used like in a professional setting, yet I'm hearing the most simple of mistakes over and over, and the uncles here are coming in basically to save the day constantly. But anyway, I'm not going to point out the mistakes as I watch this with you guys. I want you guys to do your own investigation into this. I need someone else to step up. I'm too biased at this point. I'm just going to be realistically, I'm too biased. I can't believe it anymore.
我想问一下大龙，就是你只是看视频，还是说你也同时有一些其他配合视频的学习方法？比如说你用一些工具啊，或者是你会把我们的这个文字档调出来，然后看这个翻译，就是在你看完整个视频之后，你会再去看一下到底我们聊了什么，然后再回来看一遍。就是你
I'm just going to point out, okay, I understand everything that's being said there. Every single word, everything. Like, there's no comprehension problems for me at this moment, okay? So this is comprehensible to probably a B1 speaker without any issues.
你到底是怎么用大叔中文的视频的？
就是其实大龙就是说你那个时期是这样学习的，那你那个过程是怎么样？对，我是蛮好奇的，你自己那个过程是怎么样的？
首先你们要知道，我也用了一个非常非常著名的工具叫 Anki，很多人知道 Anki，对，所以这是非常重要的。但是呢，说实话，我可以这么说吗？我模仿贺威同学的方法来用这个 Anki 的小软件，但是呢，我们的方法现在不是一模一样，所以但是呢 Anki 为什么这个东西是非常非常关键的一个工具吗？就是因为你可以故意的选择比如说1000个怎么说呢？1000个最常用的对常用的词儿，然后放在你的 Anki 里边。所以通过这个方法，你可以遇到你平常会遇到的词儿，当时你可以故意的开始学习这个词汇，所以有可能是通过这个方法，我开始理解，有可能是 通过这个方法，我开始理解你们和比如说生兰老师和安妮老师等等等等，他们说的一句话，对，所以这是第一，对于我来讲这是第一，因为有很多人他们也觉得，如果你用这个方法的话，这是浪费的时间。为什么呢？就是因为比如说 Stephen Krashen， 我不知道你们有没有听说过他的名字？对，Stephen Krashen， 他的角度就是说，因为你会自然而然遇到这个最常用的词儿，你并不需要故意的把这个词汇放在你的 APP 里边。这是他的角度。
对
但是呢，我的角度就是说，这是不一样。我觉得你应该故意的学习这个以前或者你起码怎么说呢？那个最常用的100的词儿什么的，你可以，然后因为通过这个方法，你把一个母语者的中文变成更可以理解的。
对，你有一些词汇的积累了。
Okay, so I encourage you guys to go into the comment section, into the description and watch the full interview with the uncles here. Now, obviously, everything he said was completely comprehensible to me. There's no problems there at all. I cannot speak at that level of fluency, I don't believe, okay? But my point here is not realistically, is he, like, good or bad at Chinese? Like, he's a good Chinese speaker. Like, I'll give him that. The problem I have is the selling of the idea that you can reach a C1 on 1,000 hours in a year. It's just, it paints an impossible picture for potential learners type of thing. They will get to 1,000 hours and be like, why can't I achieve what he's achieved? And here's the thing, guys, okay? So I'm probably at like 1,200 hours, something like that in Mandarin Chinese. My numbers are pretty rough because I never kept like a specific tally, but I can go back and calculate. And he's only slightly better than me. So I can't believe that this is C1. If he's C1, I'm a B2 plus, and I know I'm not a B2 plus. That's pretty much it. Like, that's how I see it, okay? So, I don't know. I need Chinese speakers, Chinese YouTube, to jump in here and tell me what the truth is, okay? Like, guys, take over for me. I can no longer deal with this problem because I am not equipped to deal with this problem, essentially. That is it. Like, there are people who have told me behind the scenes that, yeah, clearly this is not a C1 level, but they're not willing to go on record type of thing, and I understand that. That's fine. So I need people who are willing to go on the record to either say, Evildea, you're wrong. That clearly is a C1 level. You're just, like, underselling yourself or something like that. I don't know. Or, no, you're right. That is definitely not a C1 level. What the hell is Spencer on about? Like, I just need to know the truth of the matter. That's pretty much it. I'm not trying to like shit on the guy or anything. If he is at what he's claiming, then he deserves respect. But if he's not, he's selling bullshit to learners, and he needs to pull back on those claims so that, you know, it isn't detrimental to his potential clients and learners. That's pretty much how I see this entire thing. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. If you like the video, sub to the channel, and please let me know in the comments section what you think. I'm specifically looking for comments from those who speak Chinese, teach Chinese, etc. Thank you.